Hey, what's up you guys? If you're going to be towing a small trailer with your BMW 530i, you're going to need trailer wiring. It's required by the law. So let's go ahead and break down that install. You'll need the tools seen here to complete your installation. So we're going to be in the cargo area for the entire installation. Now, our BMW 530i does not have a plug-in option that just plugs into the taillight. We're going to have to use a universal wiring kit. So we're going to be using the Tekonsha ZCI Zero Contact Interface Kit. So we don't have to splice and cut into any wires. It just has the sensor that snaps over the wire to read the functions. So to start, we're going to need to get to our taillight harness on both sides. So we're going to want to get behind our paneling to get access to our taillight harness. So we're going to start by removing our flooring. So to pull up on the flooring, we're going to use a trim panel removal tool since there's no really easy way to pull this up by hand. So we're just going to go in the corner over here. We're just going to pull up on it and pull it out. Next, we're going to remove the rear threshold panel. It's held in by 4 push pins. There's one right here, 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 and here. Now we're just going to pull up on this panel. And it's held in by these 4 clips. Now there's 3 more push pins we're going to remove on our side panel. One right here, here, and one up here on the top. Next, we're going to pull up on this door and set it aside. Now we're going to detach this cargo hook. We're going to push down on the ring and we're going to pull out on this plastic cover. And that exposes a screw, and we will remove it using a T40 torque screw bit. Now we're going to need to remove this trim around the trunk arm right here. So if you pull out on the panel, it will give you a little bit more room to pry up on this. And you'll see these little tabs on the side. And then once we have that loose on the back here, it'll just unclip. And we can go ahead and remove that. And now we're going to pull out on our driver's side paneling. And this will give us access to our vehicle's taillight harness on the driver's side. And now we're going to repeat the same process on the passenger side. Now, one difference on the passenger side is we're going to need to remove this little panel right here. We're just going to push down on it, and then we're going to pull it through. Since it has this cord on it, we don't want to pull on it. Just going to pull it through, and that'll give us some room. Now that we have access to our vehicle's taillights, we're going to check for each of its functions. Using a test light, we're going to check for the left and right blinker, the brake, and the running lights. Now, we don't want to probe our wires, so we're going to use our circuit tester very carefully. So we're going to ground our clip on our test light, and then we're going to check our functions at the taillight harness itself. So you're going to use your test light or circuit tester to test your taillight harness. Now, we don't want to probe our wires and accidentally damage them, so we're going to use a back probing technique, which means we're going to touch the back end of our terminal where our wire attaches to our taillight harness to get our functions. So now we're going to go ahead and test for those. So first we're going to check for our left turn signal. And it is possible that our wires could share the same function, so we're going to check each terminal for each function. And we found our left turn signal only on one wire at the very end. And now we're going to check for our running lights. So our running light is on that wire, and we'll check the rest. And it is only on that one wire. Now we'll go ahead and check our brakes. And we found it on that wire, and that's it. Now we'll move to the passenger side and we'll check for our right turn signal. Now that we've checked each of our functions on both the taillights, we've determined that we have a 3-wire system on our vehicle, which means that each function has its own separate wire. So when connecting our ZCI sensors, each of them are labeled with their own function. And then on the top of the housing, it has an arrow. We're going to want to make sure that that arrow is pointing towards our taillight itself. So we're just going to unclip those, and we're going to connect them to their appropriate wires. So we're going to need some room for our sensors, so we're going to pull away on the tape so we have enough room to connect these. First, we're going to hook up our tail light function. Now we determined that this is the white and purple wire. So with the housing open, we're going to set our wire inside the channel, and then we'll clip the top on, and we'll make sure that that arrow is pointing towards our tail light. And then our kit comes with this foam tape that we're going to use to secure it. Now we're going to hook up our left turn signal to our blue wire with the green stripe, and we're just going to set that into the channeling again, and then we'll clip it over, and then we'll put some tape on it. Next, we're going to connect our stop function, which is our brake lights, and we're going to put that on the green wire with the blue stripe. Now we're going to take our right turn sensor and we're going to bring it over to the passenger side. And we'll pull back on the tape, and we are going to connect it to the blue wire with a brown stripe. So back on the driver's side, we're going to ground our white wire with the terminal just right here on the side using the provided self-tapping screw. Now we're going to connect our power wire to the black wire on our module box. Now we're going to be using our U-Haul exclusive power wire, which has this protective loom on it. Now we don't need to use all this wire since our battery's in the trunk, so we're just going to cut off about 1.5 feet of it to give us enough room to get to our battery. And now we're going to connect it using a heat shrink buck connector. So now we're going to go ahead and organize and secure our wires. We're going to take our loose wire from our right turn signal, and we're going to connect it to our wires running underneath our threshold panel, and we're just going to use some zip ties to secure that underneath. Now we're going to take our converter box and all of our extra wires except our black power wire and our 4-flat harness. Now we're going to tuck this behind this paneling. Now we're going to take our 4-flat harness, so we're going to put it inside this slot and leave it in the cargo area. Now we're going to take our black power wire and we're going to run it along the outside, tucking it underneath this to get it near our battery. Now with everything in place, we're going to go ahead and put back all of our paneling, starting with the driver's side. Now we're going to attach our fuse holder to our black wire. And now we're going to attach it to our positive terminal right here. We're going to go ahead and remove that nut using a 10mm socket. And then we'll go ahead and tighten it on. Now that everything's hooked up, we're going to program our wiring to learn each of our vehicle's taillight functions. So we're going to start by inserting our 15-amp fuse into our fuse holder. And then once that has been inserted, we're going to go through each of our vehicle's taillight functions, the turn signals, brake, and running lights for 5 seconds each. So let's go ahead and do that. So then we'll do the brake for 5 seconds. Then we'll do the left turn signal. And then the right turn signal. And then we'll turn on our headlights. Now that everything's programmed, we'll go ahead and put our flooring back in. So when you need to use your 4-flat wiring, it's just in this compartment right here where you can just pull it out, and you pull it out through your trunk when you need to connect to your trailer. Now as long as it's within the weather seal right here, you can just close it on it and it will not damage your wires. all you want to do is make sure that you avoid the clip inside here. And then when you're done, you can just store it right back into that compartment. All right, so that wraps up our install and our video. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions about this product, or if you'd like to schedule an installation with a U-Haul Hitch professional, you can visit your closest U-Haul Hitch center, or you can visit us online at uhaulhitches.com. Thank you.